Most people buy this category wrong, not because they chose the wrong product, but because they bought it for the wrong reason. There are one or two things that actually settle this decision, and they almost never appear in the headline spec. Think about the actual moment you will reach for this. Not the unboxing, not day one, the third week in, when it just needs to work without you thinking about it. That is the bar. The Grillight grill spatula and tongs grilling set, restaurant-grade stainless steel, super bright LED, light to grill in dark, waterproof and dishwasher safe, camping barbecue grilling tongs. Spatula is built around grilling two-piece set. Includes Grillight LED stainless steel spatula and tongs. The perfect tools for any barbecue grilling enthusiast. Set comes neatly boxed and ready to wrap up for the grillers in your life. That is the thing that separates it from what is sitting next to it at a similar price. It is not trying to be everything. It is trying to do this one thing at a level that earns its place. The first feature worth understanding is grilling two-piece set. Includes Grillight LED stainless steel spatula and tongs, the perfect tools for any barbecue grilling enthusiast. Set comes neatly boxed and ready to wrap up for the grillers in your life. In practical terms, that means you are not fighting the product to get a result. It absorbs the friction that usually slows you down. The second is premium restaurant grade. Stainless steel spatula and tongs are made with top quality material to be heat safe, fully waterproof, and dishwasher safe. ONSI removable flashlight is detached. This one looks minor on the spec sheet, but it is the thing you notice every single time you use it after the first 2 weeks. And the third is easily grill in the dark. Super bright LED flashlights built directly into spatula and tong handles have the perfect aim to light up your whole grill. The light is designed to mimic the afternoon sun, so you always see the true color of your food, which is more useful than it sounds until you actually need it. Together, those three things explain why this one has the reputation it does, and why it keeps showing up in comparison lists 2 years after launch. What the listing will not tell you is that makes the perfect gift. Set comes neatly boxed and ready to wrap up for the grillers in your life. That is the thing buyers consistently flag after extended use, and it is actually more useful in practice than the spec alone suggests. Here is where I have to be straight with you though. High strength and long-lasting. We use high-grade 430 stainless steel that is thicker than most grill tools available, and the best components available for our waterproof flashlight. LED bulb has 20,000 lifespan. Batteries included. If that does not match your situation, there are better options, and I would rather you know that now than after you open the box. People who have used this long-term consistently mention makes the perfect gift. Set comes neatly boxed and ready to wrap up for the grillers in your life, as the thing that keeps them loyal. The people who left critical reviews mostly bought it for a use case it was not designed for. I cover one of these breakdowns every day. Subscribing is the fastest way to catch the next one. On price, Amazon moves this around more than you would expect. So what I can say is that for what you are getting, the value holds up compared to the alternatives I looked at. That said, timing matters on Amazon. The link is in the description, so you can check what it is sitting at right now and decide if the time